Tim Tyson was forced to confront what James Baldwin called the realization that civilization is not destroyed by wicked people. It's not necessary that people be wicked, only that they be spineless.
History is the stream that we're all swimming in. And if we're going to locate ourselves in the unfolding story of our own lives and make sense of it and hope to do better, then we have to know from whence we have come.
Now I'm going to take this slow by slow so you understand. Barber shop was there, motorcycle shop, grocery store, laundromat.
They're coming to see a moving piece of North Carolina history played out on stage. It's unknown North Carolina history unless you've read this book, really. But at the same time, it is a gospel blues experience that moves the heart and the soul.
Come on now. You gotta run. Come on. All God's children gotta run.
I want it to come alive at that instance, and I want them to really experience it. It is not just something that Mike and I are doing again. You know, whatever's going on in the room at that time, then we're going to flow with that. We're going to flow with what the audience needs.
Well, you know, I'm going to try. But even I can't wake the dead. Golden Franks. Y'all give him a hand.
You know, one of the things I'm trying to do here is to give a voice to North Carolina artists as well as North Carolina stories. And this just had such close ties to Sanford. You know, every time I would mention the book to a board member or to someone saying, you know, I'm thinking about all these shows for next season, what do you think? They all said, oh, well, you really should do Blood Done, Sign My Name.
My deepest remorse and my sincerest apologies to the white folk of Granville County. Forgive them, O Lord, for they know not what they do. When them poor white folk struck down this father, this husband, this Vietnam War veteran, this man of God, they stole from a community that had no more to give.
This particular brand of theater gets people not only out of their seats, but out of their world, out of their heads, because they come with a certain idea.
Tired of being trampled on, tired of being stepped on by the heel of oppression, tired of being pushed out, pushed over, and Lord have mercy, pushed in the early graves.
What struck me about Mike Wiley was the way that he could make history walk and talk.
And we told Goldie and him the only thing nonviolent ever got Martin Luther King was dead, or else he would be out here with us. I was coming down 158. I was going to get me a 16-ounce Pepsi-Cola. I was sweeping off my front porch. We'd had some rain early in the evening, and whoo, child, the pollen was just all over.
Well, first he read the book very, very thoroughly. Then he looked at all the papers that I had. And then he got my oral history recordings and listened to them. And these interviews that I started doing, you know, in 1982.
I went and visited Oxford and spoke to some of the individuals from the book there, spoke to his family, and over the course of, I would say, about a year and a half of research and writing 10 or 12 drafts, staged readings as well as just informal readings in my living room where Mary Williams would come and she'd sit on the couch and, you know, I'd say, okay, you'd sing here and sing under me talking here, and we just sort of figured it out.
We all have stories, and we all have times in our lives that we're not proud of, or that were times of growth that were not necessarily comfortable. After the play had run, I would have people come up to me and tell me their story of what happened here in Sanford with segregation and you know, the integration and what happened, you know, in the 60s and into the 70s.
If they hadn't come on this journey with us, they wouldn't have been singing along with us. But because they're on the journey, they commit to it from the very beginning.
To break some of the yokes, break some of the ties, break some of the barriers, and have the open dialogue. The best we can hope for is just a better tomorrow.
Nowadays, nobody even knows what it was like. People right now think the white man just opened up his drugstore and said, y'all come on in now, integration done come. But every time a door opened, somebody was kicked in the butt. Somebody was knocked down, refused, spit on before you went in them places. You better believe it. You ain't get it for free.
The blood, you know the blood.
This is a part of North Carolina history, and it's a healing process.